Virgin Radio 104.4. It's Nala, and I'm joined with, in my opinion, they are the epiphany of the most amazing sisters and so talented. I'm with Amna and Hamda al-Qubaisi. Hi, girls.
Hello.
So, for people who don't know you, give us a bit of information about yourself, your backstory, because I feel like it's so inspirational. Everyone should know about it.
My name is Amna al-Qubaisi. I'm 23 years old. I started racing at the age of 14 in karting.
Insane.
And I moved to single-seaters at the age of 18 in 2018 and did Italian F4 for 2 years. Then I moved to Formula 3 Asia, and I did it for 2 years, 2 seasons. And then I stopped racing for a year or two, and then I went back into F1 Academy.
That's insane. What about you? Tell me.
Yeah, my name is Hamda al-Qubaisi. I'm Amna's younger sister.
Yeah.
I race in MP Motorsports as for now in F1 Academy. I got into motorsport when I was 12 in karting. I followed in the footsteps of my sister, and from there, I fell in love with the sport, and we got into F4 Italian, F4 UAE, done some amazing achievements, got 6 wins, 18 podiums in F4 UAE, and then went on to be the first female ever in F4 Italian to get a podium. So one of my main achievements, I would say, and from there I went up to F3 Asia as well with Amna and competed with her, and it was really difficult, but then F1 Academy came along and we decided to do that, and we did amazing there too, so really
Honestly,
happy.
what you guys do is phenomenal. A couple days ago we went karting, and can I tell you, I felt nauseous the entire time, and I was driving and it was stiff. I cannot imagine what you girls go through. Like, what you do is absolutely insane. Who was your inspiration getting into the sport?
For me, it was my father. He started racing when I was 9 years old, so he was doing GT3 Porsche, and he competed internationally and nationally, and I always was inspired by how passionate he was about racing, and he would invite his teammates and the team to the house for dinner, and they still spoke about racing. So I was like, I want to talk about my sports with someone I know, because I wouldn't do it, because I had gymnastics before that, and I didn't really speak to anyone about gymnastics. So I wanted that passion, and I kept pushing him that I wanted to start racing, and by the time I was 14, he was like, okay, let's go.
14? Like, I can't even. That's insane. Oh, good job for you guys. So I know it's been a journey, but what does it feel like representing the UAE, like having that UAE anthem play? What is it like? Because for me, I always feel like when you represent your country, it's just another feeling. So what it feels like to show the world, this is the UAE, we have an amazing talent here. So tell me about the experience.
For me, representing the UAE, I didn't see it as much before, as I was just competing and enjoying something I do. But then when I started competing in Formula 4, I realized how serious it was. I was the only female Arab and Middle Eastern representing, the Arab region in general, amongst all Europeans. So it was actually phenomenal, as I won my first race in 2019 in the F1 GP. And hearing the national anthem during the F1 GP was so surreal. I was really happy it happened in an F1 weekend.
Well, that's amazing. Well, I know you both are sisters, which is incredible. Now, I have 2 sisters as well. We have no men in the house. And it's always competitive with us. So how's it with you guys? How's the dynamic, since both of you are in this sport together? Tell me.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting because in the past in karting, we only got to race each other like a few times because we were in separate categories, but there was one time we were in the same category and it did not end well. we were arguing, and that race especially, it was a fight for the podium.
I'll just say she pushed me.
She says I pushed her out, but
She pushed me.
if we check with the stewards, anyways, till today we fight about it. It's been years now. My dad was like, no more competing in the same category, but here we are in the same category again. But this time I think we matured, and we're using it instead of arguing or fighting, where we help each other on track, and whether I'm behind or she's behind, whoever's faster, we respect each other, we let each other pass, we give room to each other. So it's much more different than what it was in karting, but
Well, that's amazing. So you guys mentioned that you guys are competing together. Tell me about that.
So competing together, we race in the same team, so we're teammates. At the same time, motorsport is a single sport, so it's every driver for himself.
Yeah.
So we take that to our advantage. I mean, there's plenty of other drivers with teammates, but they don't take it to their advantage. They both want to perform better than the other. But for me and my sister, it's the opposite. We want to help each other on track, and we take advantage. And if she's faster, I let her pass. And I'm faster, she lets me pass.
And I bet, like,
So-
you know each other, you know what
Yeah.
the person's going to respond, so it's amazing. So, F1 Academy. I have so many information about that. Tell me about it. How is this year? What's the highlight?
Yeah, it's been amazing for me. I started the season not even knowing if I would make it to the first round because I had a really serious injury back in February at the end of the
Oh,
F4 UAE
wow.
Championship. Yeah, so they told me it would take me 4 months to recover. I was already back in the car in 6 weeks, and yeah, I made it to the first round barely.
Oh my
Yeah. So considering that, I think I performed really well. I already got a podium from the second round, and yeah, a win already. So amazing for me, and yeah, we got 4 wins in total and 8 podiums, so it was really good, and we ended top 3 in the championship. I wasn't aiming for that considering
Yeah.
my arm condition, but yeah, we were able to do it.
And
so.
how's your arm now? Please
Yeah,
tell me good.
it's okay. It's taped, but it's only for support, and
Oh.
yeah, I'm having a bit of after effects, but yeah, it's okay.
I had an injury 4 years ago, and I'm still recovering. So 6 weeks. I think it's something wrong with you.
Yeah, no, I'm lucky I'm young, so I was able to recover.
No, I heard there's rumors that the so F1 team is joining the academy. So what can you tell me about that? Teams, where are you guys sitting? Just give me the rundown.
Well, we were the first ones to sign with an F1 team, and I think we signed end of July.
Okay.
So we will announce it hopefully next year. So
Oh.
we're really excited to announce. I mean,
Can we
I
get
can't say much about it.
any hint, any alphabet? Nothing.
No.
I guess we'll have to wait. Now, for this weekend, you guys are in F4. So for people who don't know about F4, tell us, what is it?
So Formula 4 is the first step to reaching single-seaters, and they go by steps: Formula 4, Formula 3, and Formula 2, then 1. So Formula 4 is the first step. We have downforce, less speed. I mean, the downforce is not as great, but as you go up the ladder, it starts to increase the speed and the downforce, and there's more mechanical stuff to the car. So it becomes more prestigious, obviously. So, yeah.
It's intense. And what does it feel like in the circuit here in Abu Dhabi?
It feels great. I mean, I was here 4 years ago. I won it in 2019, but in a different track layout. So I didn't drive here in 2 years since Formula 3 Asia. So coming back again feels amazing, nostalgic, and I really wanted to repeat it. But
Yeah.
mistakes from my side costed my results. So just gonna enjoy it and use it for next year.
Well, that's amazing. Well, girls, thank you so
Thank you.
much for
Thank
joining
you.
me. You are phenomenal. I'm just going to end it on a high note because I feel like girls get criticized a lot, especially in this sport. I get criticized because I watch Formula One. Like, they always tend to go like, oh, do you know actually how it is? Or are you just watching it
Yeah.
for the guys or whatever it is? I am 100% sure you're so done with this question, but what does it feel like proving them wrong or being a woman in the sport? Like, you guys must have so much resilience. Tell me about that.
I would say for me, when I first got in, I had a lot of criticism, and people, based on where I was from, people were using that as an excuse to why I was racing. So from the UAE, automatically I have money. So,
Yeah.
and that's not the case. It's
Not
very
at all.
difficult for us to find sponsors. We were struggling. I even had my career almost over before F1 Academy came out, which gave us a less budget and a more affordable championship. So thanks to F1 Academy, they saved our careers, to be honest.
Well, that's amazing to hear. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Virtual Radio.